Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Gazoo the Tiger with 1,428 rating versus Renatus with 1,531 rating. So this is going to be another high rated DB video, and let's hop right in. We're going to see Renatus win the rock, paper, scissors shoot, and they will decide to go ahead and go first. 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Desire, Swallow, Kuraz, Imperm, Fractal. Then they have Desires, Ashina, Adara, Order, Protos. Okay, so they open up Imperm as a going second card. They open up Order as like a really hard going first card. They both see Desires. They're going to go ahead, Ashina, summon itself out. And then get rid of that. Go for Monk. Special summon out Adara. And then Ashina effect. Banish itself to summon out the Vishuddha from the deck. Then they can go ahead and go for the Synchro 8. Okay. I guess they go ahead and Desires first. That way they know what they want to search with the Synchro 8. Fair enough. You could have also just like started with Desires, because like the odds of banishing like multiple Vishuddha is like pretty low. It's the point that where like it's not really gonna happen. Looking at the banishes, they just don't hit anything there. And then draw. Draws into a Mo-Yi and Droplet. Then get rid of those, go for Baxia effect. Yeah, this is where like Imperm on Mo-Yi is just like wild. They're gonna go ahead, go for Chaofeng. Normal summon, effect, reveal Protos, activate FTK. And then they can't Adara. I think they were just trying to banish for Protos, but I was gonna say, why would they banish that over Monk? Go ahead, banish. Wow, they hit him with the Z's. That's tough. Summon out the Protos effect called Dark. And then set, pass, draw 1 for 1. So it's not going to do anything right now under Order. So activate Desires, go banish, chain Order. Looking at the banishes, they don't hit anything here. It doesn't matter if you banish like multiples of these as long as you have like one left in deck. And then Fractal effect, discard, go dump kit, dump Nerval, go search out Fractal. Then they're going to go ahead and normal summon out the Fractal. And then Fractal effect, banish 2. They're going to chain Droplet here, get rid of Order to negate. Activate 1 for 1, get rid of Swallow, summon out Sparrow. Sparrow effect to go search. Sparrow's going to go ahead and grab the berry. And then they're going to activate berry. So summon. And then they're going to overlay, go for Starling. Starling effect boost Fractal. Was there a better way to play this? Like, is there a world where you turn the like Sparrow and like you search there's definitely like you could double Dragon Lords, bounce Chaofeng, so that way like they don't get their search or anything, because you can't Zeus wipe it because you can't activate Zeus while you're under it. And then I guess Protos would still be there, but then you could Starling. You have to Zeus send it. Yeah, it's probably just not worth. But they're gonna boost Fractal, battle phase, Fractal, attack into that. Then they're gonna activate the effect, go search Ecclesia, and then attack. Main phase 2, activate the effect, detach, go search Berry. Okay, so they can't go in the downward because this is locking them out of darks. So they decide to go ahead and use their search, which is interesting. Wouldn't you just want... I think they just forgot about that, to be honest, because having 2 sends off of this is like necessary here, right? Because you need to out Protos and out Ecclesia. Yeah, I think the other route was probably just better with like double Dragon Lords. Like actually, just like bounce this, go for Zeus, wipe this, and then your opponent has 0 cards and you still have Kuraz in hand. Pass, draw water. They're gonna let them go to main phase. Yeah, I guess you just want them to call light. so that way they can't go for like Grandmaster, Baxia, stuff like that. And then activate water, summon that out. And then normal summon out Ecclesia. Then they are going to go ahead and proceed to go for Monk. And then Adara effect, banish to add back. So this is going to add back Ashuna. Activate the Ecclesia effect, tribute to go summon out Moyi, reveal Ashuna. This should just be game. Yeah. So go ahead, summon out token, and then get rid of those. They can't go for this because of Protos. Yeah, they just told them. Just go ahead, go for Draco Berserker. Moyi draw. Moyi draws in the Heavenly Dragon Circle. Cool. Activate Ashuna effect. Banish itself. Summon out the Vishuda from the deck. And then just battle phase game. So, moving on into the next game now. I feel like Bird played that pretty weird. I really don't know why they went ahead and searched Barry. Like, they wanted more follow-up, but like they knew the opponent had Ecclesia, and I guess they were just like hoping they didn't draw good. I don't know, because like they knew they were gonna lock him out of lights by doing that play. I feel like there was just so many different ways to play that. But going on to the next game, we're going to see them open Warbler, Cuirass, Ash, Swallow. Oh, that's game. GG's. They have Desires, Heavenly Dragon Circle, Emergence, Water, Desires. So special summon out Warbler effect. Like, this is a weird hand too, but it's still just game because they opened up the FTK. Effect to go Surge, go ahead, grab Nerval. Then Cuirass, discard, special summon. Nerval effect to go search out Fractal. And then Cuirass effect, banish 2, go for double Dragon Lords, set. Okay, I can respect this play. If they do get hit with Nib, they have a normal summon, so they can just normal summon this out and then summon Samorg and then still have this live. That's really all you have to do. Like, if you draw this card, just make it to where if you get hand trapped, it's still live, and then you just skip an opponent's turn. You skip a whole turn. Draw Moyi. And then you didn't use Starling boost effect, right? Nope. So activate Desires, go banish. Banish 10, Chain Ash Blossom. Looking at the banishes, we can see nothing there, but we see like Droll, Nib, Imperm, Droplet, like some of these going second cards that they just didn't draw. Summon effect, reveal, chain, and then going into. I was just speaking to my friend saying I don't see that card. This card is literally in every Bird Up side deck. If this isn't in their side deck, they probably just have the wrong side deck because this card's so crazy. I believe it's a much better than Anti-Spell. Oh, of course. This card's better than Order in this deck. Like, if I had to choose between, like, Order or Harpy's Feather Duster, I guess it depends because you do need a Mystic Mine out. But it depends on how the deck is built. But Harpy's Feather Storm is just way better. Like, if you play versus SwordSoul, like, usually their hands aren't, like, this spell heavy. You gotta think, like, SwordSoul, the spells are really good, but they break the board with monsters. Same with Bird. It invokes different. Invoked orders, like, just actually over. Like, it's instantly over. But they're gonna go ahead, attack Starling, bounce Moyi. Moving on to game 3 now. We're going to go ahead and we are going to see SwordSoul go first. Opening hands, we have Nerval, Desires, Swallow, Fractal, Sparrow. No going second cards. They have D-Barrier, Adara, Vishuda, Tai, Heavenly Dragon Circle. So they're going to start this off by special summon out Vishuda. A little bit of a weird hand on their side, but it works. Get rid of that. Go for Monk. Then normal summon Tai, banish, summon out token. Also, I was playing a lot of like the Synchro SwordSoul deck. Like with the needle fiber and stuff like that. I hate that build so much. It is so garbage. It needs major improvements because you're adding bricks into a deck that doesn't play bricks. Their only brick is the water or like the level 4 Tenny, and like that's not even that bad of a brick. It's still a worm, still a body. Like it's still like it's not great, but it's still there. Like it still does something. The deck, even if you full combo, the board just gets broke from the mirror match. But I don't know. Maybe I just don't like SwordSoul, really. I'm gonna be honest. Like, the end board of SwordSoul, like, if you play versus the mirror match, like, the mirror match is, like, always breaking the end board. Like, it's not that hard to break an end board with SwordSoul, especially with, like, how many engine cards people are playing nowadays, with, like, multiple Heavenly Dragon circles, multiple vessels, stuff like that. So, like, breaking the mirror match end board is pretty easy. But then, like, you start playing more of those engine cards and less going second cards. Like, we see a lot of people, they're playing, like, 43, 44, 45 cards with only 9 actual going second cards, like, not including Vishuda. And then you just play versus Bird, and Bird's like, Bird, a game. And if they play Oath in their deck, then you only have 6 going second cards because Droplet's not doing anything. Which is interesting, like, how the format is right now. Taiyi effect go dump. And then Taiyi will go ahead and dump Moyi, Baxia, pop, special summon back, pop the monk, bring out Moyi effect, reveal token. I really like the Taiyi dump Moyi, Baxia summon back interaction, because, like, there's definitely points and times where you, like, just have Taiyi and then, like, you make Baxia pop itself, summon back out Moyi, and then, like, you get a draw out of it, which is pretty cool. And you also, like, fill your graveyard with more attributes. Go for Grandmaster Moyi. So this will be drawing, and then go search. Draws another D barrier, go search Long Young. And then discard, special summon, bring out the token. They said okay. Adara, banish, add back, grab back Vishuda. Then get rid of those, go for Fleur, burn for 12. And then set D barrier, set Heavenly, pass. Okay, so they don't want to go ahead and, like, activate Heavenly, tribute Baxia, go search out Protos, summon Protos, effect call Wind, and make it so that way they can't play with Winds. Draw Kit. And then go ahead, start this off with Fractal effect. Fractal go dump Nerval, go search out Kuraz, and then activate Desires go banish. Okay, does this go through? Okay, they Fleur negated it. See, 3 Bird Call ban. It's so unfortunate when you banish Bird Call, because, like, it's not a card you really need in the deck a lot of the time, but it's just like, wow, my Wagtail is actually just like a Garnet on field. It's unfortunate. But it happens. The banishes aren't that bad. Then go ahead, normal summon out Nerval, activate Swallow effect. So summon out Swallow, summon out Sparrow effect to go search, Sparrow go grab Berry. Also, I saw in I saw some lists try doing this, like, at, like, the beginning of the format. They were playing 2 Berry, and I also watched Michael State's build. He played 2 Berry, like, recently, like last weekend. I don't know. I really like 3 Berry. I feel like there's a lot of times where, like, you end up going up against a board and, like, you force everything, and then the last card's Berry, and you just win. Like, there's so many times where, like, you'd play against Bird, and you're just like, come on, don't be Berry, because that's Zeus. That is Zeus. Don't be it. And then it's it, and you're like, oh, well, that sucks. So, activate Nerval effect, go banish, chain Grandmaster to banish and negate the Nerval. Overlay those, go for Starling effect, boost itself, in response, chain D barrier. And then they're going to get rid of those, go for Blossom. And then Blossom effect, special summon out from the hand, summon out Kit. And then activate Kit effect, go banish, go summon Omen. And then Omen effect to banish. The opponent is going to let that go through, so banish the Heavenly Dragon Circle, turn all of those into access code, and then you're going to be getting all of those effects there. So go grab dotKuro off of Omen, and then draw Talons, put back. Woo. Okay, so banish, pop, take Fleur, pop, game. Yep. So GG's. Yeah. That it's pretty good. I mean, this was at this is getting 4K, so this is at 63. So, you know, they were winning anyways. They could just discard Berry, special summon out Kuraz, and then Kuraz effect, banish, go ahead, summon out double Dragon Lords. Like, this would still be in hand, like, if they just drew a blank. Like, if this was Garnet, you could access code, banish 2, pop 2, and then double Dragon Lords, get rid of the random card in hand, bounce, and then you have 63 Kuraz double Dragon Lords, so 28 plus 63. But with all that being said, we're gonna see that the match was only about 28 minutes long. That was wasn't a bad game 3. I mean, they just decided to not go for Protos. A lot of people put like a lot of respect on D-Barrier versus this deck, and a lot of the time D-Barrier is not bad versus this deck. But this deck is not just an XYZ deck. It's also like links. Like the Tri-Brigades are crazy in this deck. The birds are definitely the best cards in the deck for like breaking end boards and building end boards because they play through hand traps a lot better and stuff. But you just like use the birds to bait out interactions or like disruptions, and then you just like Tri-Brigade and then just go, it's over. Like if you get the Ghost second and you get the Tri-Brigade summon Omen and like it resolves, you don't get hit with like Chalice or something, then you get a lot of cards out of that. Like you could at least end on Samorg Robin with just that, which is so good because then you get Apex Avion, you get follow up off Robin, the Samorg has to go. But with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.